just letting everybody know before we even run these tests, right? Because we're about to run an ass a test for this game. We are about to run an acid test for these games, and before we do that, let me explain something to you guys. Understand that there are not a lot of people who can play the game because they don't have a PC, they don't have a PS5, they don't have an Xbox. Please understand that before you take this benchmark and think, oh, my PC can't handle it because it can only run at low. Please do not think that because your PC can only run the game at low quality that you can't get the game. If your computer can run the game at anything higher than 30 frames per second, you can play the game. Now, I would not suggest you going online and playing with people. However, you can still play the game. Do not feel shunned out because you don't have the best PC or you don't have a PS5 or Xbox Series X. Don't worry about that. Don't think about all that. Please, I am telling y'all off rip before we take any of these tests to please understand. I mean, if your computer can handle this game in any capacity to where you are satisfied with still playing it, then enjoy the game. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about if it looks like blah, blah, blah. Can you still play the game? Yes. Is it still enjoyable? Yes. Can you still do the basic necessities of the game and actually enjoy it? Yes. If all of those answers are yes, then please, by all means, play the game, buy the game, or however. Do not feel undermined because your computer does not hit anyone else's standards. I want that to be known off rip. So, let's get it. Monster Hunter benchmark. We're here for it. I guess I'll go ahead and put on my usual stuff. So I usually play on Windows mode because I do have a big ass monitor. And when I say a big ass monitor, I mean a big ass monitor. Man, let's put that on 1820p. So so we're gonna test it on 1920 by 1080 first, and then we're gonna test it on the other resolutions. And if I make a fool out of myself, fuck it. But you know, let's start with that. We'll do windowed mode. If we change to ultra wide, ooh, that looks so pretty though. What y'all like? Y'all like ultra wide? Because ultra wide gives you these little black bars though. We'll do a fuck ton of tests and see what runs the best, okay? Because you guys can obviously we'll be able to see my specs and stuff. We're gonna do the same shit throughout the board. We're gonna upscale through. Let's do quality. Actually, let's let the NVIDIA decide, right? Let's turn off all the shit we don't care about. So like, it's just like a bunch of shit. Like, you know, when you playing a game and there's shit you care about and there's shit you don't care about. That's just how I look at it. Texture quality, I care. I can put the high resolution on and it would put our VRAM right over the edge, but I don't really care about it being on the highest. I just need it right there. Right? Let's do texture quality, can stay the same. This can stay the same. I mean, realistically, we could bump this shit because we could put it on ultra probably and run it, but let's try it on high first. Let's try everything on high settings. But the only thing we will be turning off is fucking motion blur. Cannot stand motion blur. Do not care for it. I will never care for it. Do not care for motion blur. Motion blur can suck my dick or yang. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna get back to y'all once this is done. All right, and let it rip. All right, so I mean, okay, 47 frames per second with 1080p is kind of insane. Yeah, that's kind of insane. So at least we know we can run the game, but maybe not at the best. So now let's try this, right? Let's try a different thing. 2560 by 1440. We're gonna do the same shit. We're gonna do the same fucking shit. Same thing and everything. Same settings. Same graphic settings. Higher resolution. As gated. All right, goddamn. That is a significant drop. A significant drop. So, we'll not be running that like that. Same settings, but we're gonna do windowed borderless at 5120 by 1440. All right, now I'm not expecting this to run any better. However, we're gonna see. We might have to lower some settings just to get it perfect, because I do want to see how it runs on the lowest settings, the lowest of the low. So after this one, we will try the lowest of the low. All right, here we go. All right. So, yeah. We're not playing it like this. What we said we were going to do is we're going to put everything on the lowest and see what we can go from there. So now let's put everything on the lowest quality. All right, so goddamn, the lowest option is a good option. So let's go from there. We always keep it on ultra performance. I'd rather have better frame rate than anything else. Touchscreen graphics can stay on high. All of it doesn't matter, bro. You want to play the game comfortably, even if it don't look pretty. You just gotta be okay with some shit, man. Like look at this, right? All right, some things you can live without, like ambient light quality. This is nice. This is like this is more important than fucking ray tracing, in my opinion, because this is just nice to look at. This is nice shit to look at. Can I lower it? Yeah, I'll keep it on medium. Boom. It's just nice to have. Anything with shadows is dumb. Motion blur, always turn that bullshit off. And we always focus on performance. I want the game to run to where I can enjoy it before I give a fuck. So now, if you look here, you don't want this gray bar going anywhere over this, because now your other applications might be struggling because your RAM ain't going through. All right, now back to it. We can boost a couple things. So we got our mesh quality. We can keep that on the highest, I think, because it doesn't necessarily hurt anything. It doesn't do too much damage, and it makes my boy, I gotta let my boy look clean. Like, I'm sorry, we can boost the fur quality because it might look better, but I don't really care. Don't really care too much about this guy. Grass quality is on high. Bars. Shadow quality, we can bump that up, but shadow quality does a dent to your computer. So if you look here, look at the VRAM. It does enough. It does enough to where it doesn't cause a problem. And then the last one, we can keep everything else on. Are we ready? Here we go. Benchmark again. Ashgadded. Yes, sir. See? Now, this right here is what we needed. All right, so